track. And North Face, it's been spec'd, 750 on the tote. Not a lot of difference between on and off track. Final word, Gary, who's going to win it?
Look, I'm going to stay with the 5, Badger's Wood, and for Bill Wild here at Warrnambool, it'll be fantastic if this horse can win for him.
He was voted most popular racehorse 2 years ago, Badger's Wood. As I said a few minutes ago, the locals will go crazy if one of their horses, including Badger's Wood, can take their local cup. For the call of the Savings and Loans Credit Union Warrnambool Cup, here's Greg Miles.
Okay, they're just about ready. Here's Thunderheart coming up now. Best tried in the race is Del Vecchio. The local hero, Badger's Wood, well, they'll just tear the place apart if he happened to win. They'll lift the roof off the stand. North Face, Stephen King's one ride for the day. Coming up into line now. Sentimental favourite. There's a toss-up really. There's that many of them. Majestic Avenue's a dual winner. Badger's Wood, a local hero. Here's Spadanza, another horse that the locals would dearly love to see win. Bill Nolden on board. Goes in. And the field just about ready. Let's Get Pickled to the outside gate. And they're set now for the cup. Riley Redwing getting agitated. Set to run. They're off. Del Vecchio jumped away okay, and so did Majestic Avenue down near the inside, and Monda Special with Thunderheart begin well, just apart, trying to slot over somewhere. Going forward is North Face with Spadanza, and just inside them Diamond Jake as they go to the post the first time. Great speed. Spadanza crossing from the outside, joins Thunderheart in front, and they lead just apart Diamond Jake, and North Face out 3 wide. Trying to slot in and easing back now is Let's Get Pickled after racing deep, and Del Vecchio sits just off that frenetic early pace on the rail. Following him 3 lengths away Majestic Avenue, and they were trailed then by Monda Special, and next Riley Redwing outside Millseel. 1 further back You Little Butte. Badger's Wood getting well back, trailed by El Zimmer Stealth Knight, and Break the Bank is last in the Warrnambool Cup with 1500 to go. Thunderhaar's in front, and he's running it at a strong bat, and he strings the field out over many lengths. He's out by 1.5 to the 3-year-old. North Face is second, 3 lengths Spadanza. A length to Del Vecchio's come away from the rails and goes up 4th the outside. 4 lengths to Just the Part, 2 lengths to Diamond Jake, and they're trailed by Let's Get Pickled, 1.5 Majestic Avenue. Then came over on the outside Monda Special, 2 to Riley Redwing. Millseel on the inside at the 1200 is followed by Badger's Wood and You Little Butte, 2 El Zimmer, and back at the end of the field is Stealth Knight at the 1100 metres, and Break the Bank is last of all. Thunderheart in front leads a neck now from North Face, 2.5 lengths away Del Vecchio, the favourite, going up to join Spadanza. Break of 3 lengths further back then is Just the Part. Diamond Jake around it, and Let's Get Pickled going on 3 wide. Majestic Avenue saving ground is on the rails, followed by Riley Redwing midfield from Monda Special, Millseel, and then came further back in the field as they sweep up towards the home turn was You Little Butte. Back behind him Stealth Knight and El Zimmer, then Badger's Wood. He's got shuffled back to second last, and Break the Bank is last on the turn. And North Face, the 3-year-old, taken to the lead by Stephen King, but Del Vecchio and Riley Redwing sweep around them. Diamond Jake gets up on the inside, Just apart coming on, then Majestic Avenue. Monda Special making ground as they cornered Badger's Wood well back. Del Vecchio takes the lead. Riley Redwing tries to go with him. Stealth Knight cut the corner on the inside. Monda Special running on, and so is Just apart. Riley Redwing at the 100-metre mark took the lead now from Del Vecchio. Monda Special. El Zimmer flies home. Riley Redwing grabbed by Monda Special. Monda Special. Monda Special, a boil over in the cup. Beat Riley Redwing. El Zimmer third, and just behind them was Just apart Del Vecchio, and then came Diamond Jake, followed Millseel, Stealth Knight, Badger's Wood, Majestic Avenue, followed by Thunderheart, You Little Butte. Well back as Let's Get Pickled. Towards the end is Spadanza and Break the Bank. Stand by for numbers 13. We'll get the photo finish. Monda Special to pay $43.80 and $11.30. An upset victory in the Cup. Michael Walker, the New Zealand hero who has settled in Victoria now, gets the hometown Cup victory at Warrnambool. 13, Monda Special, Michael Walker. in his first foray into Victorian racing as a permanent resident now, has taken out the first big race that he's ridden in. His wonderful style and balance has urged the best out of this outsider and got her home narrowly. 13, Monda Special, trained by Michael Zampatti first. We're so used to seeing these colours be up there in the big races in the jumps, but he's not to training jumps horses down here at Warrnambool this year. He's come down and taken out the flat, the big cup race today. Minor placings are about to come through on the cup. 2 Riley Red Wing second and 17L Zimmer's run third, so the outsiders have rocked in. Some big divvies to report here. 43.80, 11.30 Monda Special, 3.20 Riley Red Wing, 11.30 El Zimmer, $240.50 Quinetta, 562 even the exacta. Trifecta's paid $19,532.50, and the running double, a pair of 13s, $395 even. Michael Walker will be the story of the cup, that's for sure. Fourth home has gone to 7 Just the Part, and fifth number 1 Del Vecchio, who found the lead a long way from home, and he couldn't sustain that long run, and he got swallowed up at the 200 metres by the horses sweeping down the outside. Michael Walker, the champion rider in New Zealand, of course, he turned 20 just the other day. He had 630 winners in New Zealand.
And it's Monda Special winning the cup, trained by, he's a low-key trainer at Geelong, Michael Zampatti. He's with Mark Guest.
Michael, what a fabulous win by Monda Special. How thrilled are you?
Oh, really thrilled. That's tremendous. The greatest thrill of my life.
And you don't live that far from here. Is it a race you targeted a while back?
When the rain, we thought if the rain come this year, it would come down with her. And when she ran at the Valley, it ran so good, we knew that she was on target.
You say this is the biggest thrill of your life?
Yeah, I know I won the Australian steeple, but this is more to me. Yeah.
What will the celebrations be like tonight? You got a bit of lipstick on your lip?
Oh, yeah, wife, give me a kiss, yeah. Yeah, I don't drink, but they'll certainly will, the boys and my wife and that, yeah.
What about the ride of Michael Walker?
Oh, tremendous. Yeah, he said, just put her to sleep, and he did. And I said, she'll just make one long run and she'll pick him up. And it happened.
You normally train jumpers. You've got a flat winner here in Monda Special. Yep. It's amazing, really.
Yeah, it is amazing, yeah. And my mate's at Gosford, and I said I'll probably take her to the Gosford Gold Cup Sunday week, so we might be on target to go there now. Yeah.
We hope for a bit of rain when Monda Special goes up to Gosford. Well done today, Michael.
If Colin's listening, good luck.
Congratulations.
Okay, bye.
Well, that was it, the Warrnambool Cup, and if you think that's good, wait for the Grand Annual Steeplechase in the next event.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Mark. 13, 2 and 17. Michael Walker. Had the honour of bringing Michael over to Sale to ride. He's one of leading Kiwis jockeys, and we brought him over to Sale about, 4 years ago to ride on Sale Cup Day, and he wanted to make Melbourne home, but he said, no, I'm going to do my apprenticeship in New Zealand. He's done that. He's riding here. He's won the Cup. He goes and rides in New Zealand on Saturday as his last official meeting in New Zealand, and then from Monday he'll base himself in Melbourne and be riding full-time in Melbourne and Victoria. And we'll be talking with Michael Walker as time permits. And what a win. There are the interim totes, 13, 2 and 17. Alzheimer, didn't it run a race? Trifecta, look at it, $19,532. Our coverage on the Cup and our coverage all here on Sky for SEW Eurodrive. Now let's, settle down a little bit and look at some details of some upcoming at Rockhampton. It's correct weight, and it's correct weight on the 5th at Wagga, 5, 7 and 9. Piracy, Pacini, Soda Water, trifecta $609. And I think I need a Soda Water. I'm talking.
Land slip out. Chief Steward Peter Matthews on the phone. Oh, the starter's fallen off his ladder. The starter's fallen off his ladder, but he's quickly back aboard. He's rebalanced. No harm done. They're off. Sensation before the start here. They're off and racing, and Rayburn began well, showing good speed as Vintage Secret. It's going out looking
winning the Warrnambool Cup.
Michael, your first win at Warrnambool. What does it feel like, especially winning the Cup?
Yeah, I was just saying, one of probably my biggest thrills in racing, because, I've come here to meet trainers and get a lot of contacts and have a good time in Warrnambool, but, winning the Cup is just that big bonus, and, the horse wasn't favoured to win. People weren't expecting to win, and I got up and beat them.
Did the race pan out the way you wanted? I know you won the race, but is that the way you worked it out?
Yeah, I saw myself midfield. You know, with a little bit of cover, which I did get, and I think what made the race for me was the second horse. It gave me a drag when it went around. I was able to get on the back of it, and I still had cover. You know, I wasn't out facing the wind, so I just got a beautiful run the whole race.
Michael, you... There it is. And Michael, you've won some top races, especially in New Zealand. How does this rate against those wins?
I was just say, you know, huge, because, you know, I wasn't favoured to win it, all those things, and I got up to beat them, you know, beat the favourites and the whole field, really.
Well, you're based over here now. Where will you be basing yourself?
Flemington and Caulfield, right at track with both places. Just work my butt off.
And I hear you're heading back to New Zealand on the weekend?
Yeah, I'm going back to ride Tit for Tat. He's on trial for Brisbane, so I'm going back to ride him this Saturday. Then I fly back to Melbourne on Monday, and I'm here for good.
All right, Michael, well done today, and best of luck while you're in Australia.
Thank you very much. Cheers. Thank you.
Michael Walker, he's about to make Melbourne home, and he's going to be presented now with the Cup, the Warrnambool Cup, with the rest of the owners of Monda Special. Race 7 and
How do you think he'll go? He must be a good chance this year, probably his best chance.
Yeah, look, this is his sort of race, you know, 5,500 metres and 33 jumps. That's what he needs. You know, he's pretty slow on the flat. Look, it's one of those races you need a lot of luck to go your way, but we're confident that he'll be up there and hopefully won't get into any bother.
Corker's Dancer, or Corker's Boy, I should say. Good value, the tote at $10. Wheeler's Quest from Tasmania at $5.40 on Super Tab. Under's the tote. It's drifted out a little bit on track, and the rest of them are at big odds. 33 fences, 5,500 metres. The Carlton Draft Grand Annual Steeple is due in 20 minutes. And Thoroughbred Racing Council have decided that the protest that we've been reading a lot about, they have decided that the result of the Grand National is null and void, and that the protest will be reheard. More on that in the next 10 minutes or so. It's on screen, number 8, Wheeler's Quest.
Yes, well, Wheeler's Quest, it's had a good preparation for a race like this, Andrew. And like, if anything happened to the top two, yep, Crafty Dancer or Chakra, it'd be the one that'd be hard to beat. That's Lord Chance. We've had a look at that horse. We're just working together on and off track here, or on track with our on-track activities. Lord Chance fell in the Briley on Tuesday. We're looking at number 10, in Just a Tick Marami. It's trained on the track at Warrnambool. Kept finding the line all right the other day. Yeah, that was at Hamilton. Ran fourth there, ran all right the other day. Hard to see it troubling these top two. It's a roughie at $31 odd. Number 11, Noah Yarn. It went around on the flat yesterday. John O'Connor from Mount Gambier has given the horse the option. Wayne Smith has taken it. It's regarded as one of the outsiders. Yes, well, ran in the Oakbank, the Great Eastern. Ran fifth there, but it was beating 18 lengths. It's got to improve a bit, you think? Got to improve a lot. Yeah. As I say, went on the flat yesterday, the quick backup. Number 12, Noble John, is regarded as one of the outsiders. It's about $60 odd at the moment. There it is on screen. Yes, well, I think it's price set at all, Andrew. Have to improve an awful lot to have a chance in this, I would think. We're 10 minutes away from the Carlton Draft Grand Annual. More on the race shortly. I can tell you that Chakra's the favourite ahead of Crafty Dancer and then Wheeler's Quest. Let's go to Wagga and race 6.
This race, but of course the upcomer, the feature today, the Town Plate, where we've got a field of 16, Century Kid, who won 2 years ago, and last year's winner, Tata Tatiana, again considered an excellent chance this year in what is a very, very open Town Plate. That'll be the next race at 4 o'clock. Now the last 4 are coming in now, or are the 5 out? There's still 5 waiting for Salient King. Thanks, Les. Welcome back to Wagga. Just a couple to come forward. Salient King about to join the line, and together with Al Melvin. Al Melvin's up in front of Salient King. King Hal, Polar North, and the Ledger colours on Miss Ali Royal. Being ridden by Ernie Marchant. Now, the last 3 are coming forward over at the 1600. Salient King had a bit of a lash out at the gateman, but they were clear of the trouble spot. Salient King a bit reluctant, but has gone forward now. $5 the field, or make it $4.90. $4.90 number 1, and told $4, in fact $6.10 number 4, Al Melvin. Now King Hal's up. Polar North joins the line and Miss Ali Royal is the last one. They're all set. 15 to run. The Class 4 handicap. And told the inside runner is just the favourite in a wide market. Now, here's the starter coming to his rostrum. Take a Hint stood well. Ready. Set. Not yet. Now it's go, and they're away to a reasonable start, although Al Melvin missed it conspicuously. He was last when they'd settled down. Down near the inside, the grey Canadian Heights pinged out quickly enough, and Graceful Gigolo, together with Salient King and King Halla going forward. Settling up fourth, the grey Canadian Heights being followed by Tris Trolley, and then Sir Rusky, Polar North and Mars Landing. Couple of lengths away, getting ons on the outside of Take a Hint, followed by Vanstone. Arbitrage getting back, and Told is third to last. Second to last was Miss Ali Royal, and Al Melvin looks at them all, is about 15 lengths off the leader. They've stretched right out to the 1,000, and King Hal speeding along in front shows the way. It's King Hal nicely clear by 2 lengths. Salient King is second, and then about 2.5 lengths back third. Polar North is going around the outside. On its inside is Graceful Gigolo, being followed by Canadian Heights on the inside of Tris Trolley, and they were being followed by Vanstone, who's shooting up 3 deep around Sir Rusky, Mars Landing. Further back in the field, and Told is off on the move now, followed by Take a Hint. Arbitrage is well back, so too is Getting On, and Sir Melvin is starting to thread through the pack, but still near the rear. King Hal first into the lane, 400 to run, shows the way. Polar North out 3 wide, Salient King the middle, Canadian Heights is getting into the fight, and so's Tris Trolley, and wider out you've got Antold. Al Melvin is the widest runner, Antold about 8 deepest, charging up to Canadian Heights. Polar North down near the inside still has the lead. It's Polar North in front in the closing stages. Coming at it is Canadian Heights, Polar North and Canadian Heights, but Polar North too good. Polar North beat Canadian Heights, Antold third, Vanstone fourth. In behind them came Sir Rusky. Wider out was Al Melvin. Take a Hint, followed by Getting On, Salient King. Graceful Gigolo, Arbitrage. Further back on the race, King Hal. Well back was Miss Ali Royal, followed by Mars Landing, and Tris Trolley is one of the last ones across the line.
6-3 and 1. 6-3 and 1. Polar North at 8:30 and 2:80 for race 6 at Wagga, ahead of Canadian Heights and Antold for that event. They're on the track for the Carlton Giraffe Grand Annual. Favourite on track, Chakra. It's a little bit easy, but not a lot. It's been kept pretty safe as the favourite. Not a lot of difference between on and off track. Crafty Dancer, it's the second pick. It's been a little bit easy without being too dramatic. 3:30 on the tote, just under what they're betting. Corker's Boy, there's some value on the tote there for number 4. At the moment, $9.70, and Queerless Quest is unders the tote at the moment at $5.70. Eric Musgrove, just before we get to the late mail, is joining us. Eric, this is a hell of a race, a big race. You've had success in it, but any extra pressure knowing that the horse has to win for you to drive home in something pretty special tonight?
No, look, we've had a good carnival. He's in doing his best, and you're either going to win or you're not going to win. It's as simple as that. Crafty Dancer and Chakra, the weights, you've got 2 kilos. You're pretty close to a good horse now. Are you concerned by that? Yeah, look, I thought he was probably handicapped just a little bit harshly with the 2 kilos. He hadn't won a race in town before coming here, but look, he's fit and well, and I'm sure Crafty Dancer will be very hard to beat. He's sort of a seasoned horse, and he's won a national, and he's been unlucky. Was unlucky not to win this race last year. So, look, our bloke's on trial at the Journey, but he's as good as we can have him. So we've just sort of got to watch and find out. Well, he's got the jockey to give him the nice cuddle ride, just to make sure if he can give him every chance to get the 5,500. Yeah, that's true. No, look, Craig's riding in great form, and as far as that's concerned, so is Brett Scott that's on, and Crafty Dancer. They're both very good riders, and it looks like shaping up to be a pretty strong race. Eric, get up to the grandstand and watch it. Good luck. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Eric Musgrove, the trainer of the favourite in the Grand Annual in Chakra. We're 4 minutes away now from the Carlton Draft Grand Annual. Let's get to the late mail here with Gary.
Yes, look, I'm staying with the 3 Chakra. I reckon he's done a treat. Crafty Dancer, the obviously danger. He was going to win last year till the riderless horse brought him down. Yep. And I thought the other one was the 8 Queerless Quest. But, great race, the Carlton Draft Grand Annual. Yep. 33 fences, longest race in Australia. And there's a great shot of this great crowd. I think it's the biggest crowd I've ever seen here, Andrew.
Well, they're everywhere too. This is the top of the hill at the track. up near the marquees. They're right over near the Tozer Road double. There's cars that have just parked and waiting for the race to happen.
Yes, and like you look up the straight from where we are here, it's just incredible. Like, well, you can't get a spare spot of ground.
No. What are you going to put second and third and fourth here?
I marked them 3, 1, 8 and 4. The 4 Caucus Boy. I thought the 8 Wheeler's Curse would run third and Caucus Boy.
Okay, so 3, 1, 8 and 4. Now, repeating that news, Peter Staples, our Tasmanian correspondent, has rung me in the last 15 minutes to tell me that there's been a lot of media discussion regarding the Tasmanian Grand National and a protest that was heard regarding the race, regarding Wheeler's Quest. I can tell you that that protest will be reheard. The initial result has been voted null and void by the Tasmanian Racing Council, and that the protest will be reheard regarding the Tasmanian Grand National. So a lot to be heard about that in the next 24 hours. But Peter Staples breaking that news to me in the last 10 to 15 minutes. They're at the start here. We're a couple of minutes away. Now, Gary, I know you used to be a champion jockey on the flat, but on the over the fences, did you ever think about doing it at any stage?
No, I never did, Andrew. One day there I'd ridden a horse and I didn't think it had tried. In those days you didn't wear skull caps or anything to ride work.
Yep.
And I was going out and I thought, I'll fix this thing, I'll jump it. So I took it out in the centre and jumped it a couple of times, and it finished up at one Great Northern hurdle race. Yeah, but not with me on it. And,
well, they take the horses. This is something we've just seen. They take the horses up to the nearest jump to the barrier.
Yep.
They give them, as they say, a look.
A sight.
That's right. Just to let them know what's about to happen.
Yeah, well, I think the thing is too, I think now all the fences are standardised, so they're not different. But like often you'll have a brush fence coming up and they'll have a post in it.
Yep.
So the horses have to realise they've got to clear the post as well as the brush fence. Because they get in a habit of just brushing through the live fences.
Yep.
And with that cider rail there, the boys take them up, they have a look, and they know they're going to come out and they're going to have a fence in front of them.
Race horses are probably they get used to things, don't they? Morning on a track gallop, if someone's standing there that hasn't been standing there for the previous 364 days, they get a little bit funny. Tozer Road double is so important. First time they get to the Tozer Road double, they go to the left. The second time, the pressure's right on. There's 1,000 out, and they've got to turn right.
Yeah, well, that's definitely, and that's where the races generally won or lost, and that's why, like, you'll see Craig Durnan, Brett Scott, they've ridden over this course a lot of times, and they can save that ground. You have to, as you come down the hill, when you see them go the last time, they actually go out a little bit, Andrew, and they sort of cut the corner.
Yep.
And that's what unfortunately brought Crafty Dancer down last year. A horse had dropped a rider, came through that gap, bang, dislodged Brett Scott.
We'll be watching it as it's about to begin. The greatest test of a jumper in Australia and maybe the world. The Grand Annual at Warrnambool. Here's Greg Miles.
So this wonder race about to get underway. 5,500 metres, 33 fences. Twice they head into paddocks outside of the course proper itself. It's just one of the most dramatic and awe-inspiring races to witness, and a huge crowd is in the race course and the surrounds to watch it this year. And a firm favourite we have in Chakra, drawn far left of screen. And here's Too Easy, one of two locals, both at big odds, coming up into the line. Too Easy, a maiden goes in. Noble John, who was brought down in Granters in the Braley on Tuesday, goes in, and they are set and ready. And the Grand Annual is underway. Chakra jumping well down near the inside. Noah Yarn and also Wheeler's Quest begin fast, and Too Easy is going to meet the first of 33 right with the leading horses. It's Wheeler's Quest leading narrowly from Too Easy, Chakra and Frankham. Crafty Dancer up on the outside, running about 4th or 5th from Noble John. Morami, and they're trailed by Winsome Woody, going through between horses as they jump the next fence. Then came Corker's Boy, Noah Yarn, Lord Chance and Prince Lemire the Grey dropped out to last. So here's the next one coming up now, and and Queerless Quest is the leader. Over that one with a good leap, Shakra follows him, and close up Too Easy outside, and Crafty Dancer is handy, and he's following Shakra at the moment. About 2 lengths further back, Winsome Willie, followed by Frankham. Marami down on the inside in the aqua colours, followed by Noble John. Then Corcus Boy has got back in the field from Lord Chance, 2 lengths away, then Noah Yarn, and Prince Lemire is last of all. So they head out now towards Alfred Road, and this jump will take them into Briley Paddock, and out to it is Queerless Quest on the first circuit, leaping it economically by about 1.5 lengths. Shakra second, Crafty Dancer third, Too Easy's on his outside as they climb Briley the first time. 1.5 to Winsome Willie, 2 or 3 Marami, Noble John, and then Corcus Boy as they go to the first in Briley now. Behind Corcus Boy, Lord Chance, Frankham, and then Noah Yarn and Prince Lemire last of all. About 15 lengths at the most would cover them. At the next in Briley, and Queerless Quest is over it by about 1.5 lengths. Shakra running second, and 2 lengths away in third is Too Easy. Crafty Dancer a length back fourth, and then came over on the outside Winsome Willie. From Corcus Boy worse in midfield, Noble John and Marami between horses, then Lord Chance at the last in Briley, being followed by Frankham, Noah Yarn and Prince Lemire at the tail of the field. So they're up on top of Cox's Hill. A double coming up for them there, and that'll take them then into Granter's Paddock. So here's the first of the double. Queerless Quest jumps the first by 3. Over the second now from Shakra, who dipped. He didn't handle that one at all well, the favourite. Here's the one in Granter's coming up now. Queerless Quest the leader. Over it he goes in front of Shakra, a better leap. Crafty Dancer, his outside now. Jockey's angling to come down to Tozer Road and make this left-hander where they can save valuable ground. Just behind the leading bunch of horses, Winsome Willie, as they go over the second of the double. Just Queerless Quest ran out a little bit, but he did handle it quite well, and he heads up now for the man trap jump, and he leads by about 1.5 lengths or 2 to Crafty Dancer and Shakra together. Too Easy up to fourth, Winsome Willie fifth. That's been the quintet for much of the race. Then Corcus Boy, followed by Marami, Lord Chance, and back behind these horses then is Noah Yarn as they jump the man trap, followed by Noble John, Frankham, and Prince Lemire has seen them from the outset. Next fence comes up, jump number 15, and Queerless Quest clears it. He's stringing the field out a little bit. He's quickened the tempo as now Too Easy has moved up on his outside to put a bit of pressure to him, and they kick about 4 to 5 lengths on Shakra, Crafty Dancer, Corcus Boy and Winsome Willie. 3 lengths further back, Lord Chance and Marami together. Noah Yarn, Noble John, Frankham, and back at the tail of the field there is Prince Lemire. So they've done a circuit now, and they're coming down towards the next fence in the race, running the reverse direction in front of the crowd, and coming to the next Queerless Quest, who's giving a dashing display, leading by about 3 lengths. Too Easy and Shakra sharing second and third. Crafty Dancer right behind them. Corcus Boy's improved his place over on the inside. 1.5 lengths, Winsome Willie. Then Marami, Lord Chance are the next one in front of the stands. Shakra just risked it again a little bit there. Then Noble John, Noah Yarn. At the end is Frankham and Prince Lemire. Out they go for the next. And Queerless Quest trying to do it all in the Grand Annual. He's out by 1.5 lengths. Shakra tracks him everywhere. Then Too Easy third. Crafty Dancer edging a little wide, and Corcus Boy saving ground to the inside. They're followed then by Winsome Willie and Marami as they jump the next fence. Then Lord Chance, Noah Yarn, Noble John, and at the end 3 lengths away, Frankham and Prince Lemire. Now we're getting into the business end. Here's the Alfred Road jump coming up now, and Queerless Quest leaves the course and heads out into the paddocks once again. Shakra cutting the corner beautifully second. Crafty Dancer goes to third. Corcus Boy, the old fella, still there in fourth place in Briley. Then Too Easy followed Winsome Willie. Next is Lord Chance and Marami. Here's the next in Briley. Back behind these horses then is Noah Yarn, Noble John, and Frankham and Prince Lemire are still the last few. At the next one in Briley, Queerless Quest just showing a little sign of tiredness there as he clipped the top of that one. Shakra's just about to join him. Craig Durden wouldn't want to find the lead too far from home though, and he's happy to sit second at the moment, particularly climbing this gruesome hill. And up they go to the last in Briley. Queerless Quest from Shakra. 2 or 3 Crafty Dancer, the outside of Corcus Boy, running a terrific race. Then Winsome Willie and Lord Chance, followed Marami, Noah Yarn, Noble John, and Too Easy's dropped out from Frankham and Prince Lemire, but they're too far back. They top Cox's Hill. Over the next Queerless Quest gets his second wind. He runs down Granders now. Here's the important treble coming up, and this where you can win and lose it. Queerless Quest over this one from Shakra. Crafty Dancer on the outside third, then Corcus Boy and Lord Chance is coming with a run. Down to Tozer Road. This time it's a right-hander. Queerless Quest over the first, comes to the second. He ran up wide a bit there, and Shakra claims him on the inside. Crafty Dancer corners beautifully as he always does. He joins in with a great run. 4 to get over now. and Chakra takes the lead from Quailer's Quest, and Crafty Dancer third. Corker's